So let us continue, people. So yesterday, we dealt with time, speed and distance. In this class, the time, speed and distance only, we'll be looking at the other part, that is boats and streams. Okay, the most confusing one in entire time, speed and distance. Now why it is confusing? Because of too many terms. In fact, there are 4 different speeds that we will be dealing in time, speed and distance. So in boats and streams. So let us first see what all the different types of speeds we come across. One is SB, which is nothing but speed of boat in still water. Speed of boat in still water. Okay. Another one will get SW, which we can call it as speed of water, or stream or current, anything is same. Okay. Apart from this, we will see D, which is nothing but downstream speed of a boat. Downstream speed of boat. And one last one, that is U, upstream speed of boat. Upstream speed of boat. So these are the 4 different speeds that we will be dealing in boats and streams. So now let us understand how these are related. Okay, and the notations SB, SW, DU, T and U, guys, these are not universal. Okay, I'll just took them in a simple terms, because downstream speed, D represents downstream, U represents upstream. Okay, you can take whichever notation you want there, not a problem. So let us understand how these 4 are related. Suppose, guys, let us assume this is a river. This is a river, okay, now flowing in this direction. Now suppose if there is a boat like this. Let us assume this is a boat. Now suppose if boat goes in this direction, we call it a downstream. Why downstream? Downstream means in the same direction that of the flow of water. Suppose if boat sails in opposite direction that of the flow of water, then we call it upstream. Okay, same direction of water is downstream, opposite direction of water is upstream. Now let us see, guys. Let us say when the water is not flowing at all, when the water is not flowing at all, does the speed of the water affects the boat? No, it doesn't. Okay, so speed of boat will be speed of boat in still water. Now what happens when it sails in downstream and what happens when it sails in upstream? Let me talk about downstream speed now. Suppose if I talk about downstream, okay, when the water is not flowing, speed of the boat will be SB only. Speed of a boat will be SB, that is speed of a boat in still water when the water is not flowing. Now when the water is flowing, the boat is going in downstream. What happens? The water tries to push the boat further, thus increasing the speed of the boat. So what all it will have? Boat will have speed of a boat in still water, plus it will get some extra speed from water, that is SW. Speed of water. You can imagine yourself, okay? You can imagine yourself when you are swimming in a canal or in a river, in the same direction of the water, you can swim faster. Why? Water is helping you there. So that's why downstream speed is the speed of boat in still water plus speed of water. Now what happens when the boat sails in opposite direction? That is upstream. Now if the water is not flowing at all, speed of a boat will be speed of boat in still water, that is SB only. But since it is trying to go in opposite direction of the water, water tries to push it back, thus reducing the speed of the boat. Now how much speed will be reduced? It is same as speed of the water. So upstream speed will be speed of a boat in still water minus speed of water. Very important formula, both of them. Okay, so downstream speed is SB plus SW, upstream speed is SB minus SW. Now, suppose if I add these 2 equations, what do I get? D plus U. What will I get? D is SB plus SW plus U is SB minus SW. SW get cancelled. SB 2 times SB. So I'll send 2 to the other side. I'll be left with SB equal to d plus u by 2, speed of a boat in still water, can be calculated using the formula d plus u by 2, where d and u are downstream speed of a boat and upstream speed of a boat. Okay, likewise, suppose if I subtract these two, d minus u, we know d value is SB plus SW, minus u, minus into SB is minus SB, minus into minus plus SW. Now what happens, SB get cancelled, I'll be left with SW plus SW, that is 2SW. So I can write SW is equals to, sending the 2 to the other side, d minus u by 2. So speed of water or current or stream can be calculated using the formula d minus u by 2, where d and u are downstream and upstream speeds of boat. So these are the 4 different formula that you must remember no matter what in order to solve any problem on boats and streams. Okay, so these must be remembered, guys. So downstream speed is SB plus SW, upstream speed is SB minus SW. Okay, now again SB is d plus u by 2, SW is d minus u by 2. Now here there will be a slight confusion. People will remember one is d plus u by 2, other one is d minus u by 2. But which one will be d plus u by 2, which one will be d minus u by 2? Understand? Among d plus u by 2 and d minus u by 2, which value will be greater? Obviously d plus u by 2 will be greater. Remember, speed of boat in still water must always be greater than water. Speed of boat in still water must always be greater than speed of water. Why? If the speed of water is more than speed of boat, a boat cannot sail in upstream at all, because speed of water is more than the boat. It will complete it back. For the two-way voyage, speed of boat must always be more than the speed of water. Now that is the reason, if you have experienced any rafting, when you go to rafting, particularly whitewater rafting, you'll always go in the downstream only. You will never try to come back in the opposite direction at all, because rafting in opposite direction is merely impossible. Why? Speed of water will be much higher than our rafting speed. So that's why what they do, they will take you in the downstream and they'll take out the boat out of the river and they'll get it on some other vehicle to the again starting point. So to avoid that, if you want two-way voyage, it means the speed of the boat must be more than speed of the water. Remember this point, guys. So that is the reason d plus u by 2, we know that d plus u by 2 will be more than d minus u by 2. So d plus u by 2 will go for the greater speed, that is SB, speed of boat in still water. D minus u by 2 is the smaller speed, goes for the speed of water. Okay, so this is about a different formula that we come across boats and streams. Okay, if you want one more formula, that also you can do. Now if I divide these two, I'll get SB by SW is equals to d plus u by 2 divided by d minus u by 2. So 2 gets cancelled. I will get SB by SW as d plus u divided by d minus u. This gives the ratio of speeds of speed of a boat in still water and the speed of water. In few problems, this is not that mandatory that you have to remember, unlike the other formulae, but this will also come handy in few problems, guys. Okay, so this is about the basics of downstream boats and stream. Now apart from this, do not think that this is a completely different topic. Now this is one speed, this is one speed, downstream is one speed, upstream is one speed, but do not forget, speed is always a distance traveled by time taken, and speed is always inversely proportional to time. It doesn't matter which speed it is. The speed can be downstream speed also can be distance by time taken. Upstream speed can also be distance by time taken. Again, downstream is inversely proportional to time taken, even the upstream is also inversely proportional to the time taken. For any speed, people, this will always holds good irrespective of the concept we are discussing. Okay, so this is the complete basic of boats and streams. Copy this, we shall get started with the problems, guys. Okay, first question. Yeah, what do we have here? In an hour, a boat goes 13 kilometers in the direction of a stream and 7 km per hour. I'm sorry, in an hour, a boat goes 13 km per hour in direction of the stream, it means the direction of the stream means a downstream speed. He is talking about downstream speed. So what do we have here? Downstream speed is given as 13 kilometer per hour. Okay. And 7 kilometer per hour against the direction of the stream. Against the direction of the stream means what? Upstream. So he's giving us upstream speed U, that is how much? 7 kilometer per hour. Now, what will be the speed of a boat in still water? So what is he asking? SB. Direct question, very simple. SB means what? Speed of a boat in still water. And we know SB is equals to D plus U divided by 2. Just now we have solved that. What is D value? 13. U value 7. 13 plus 7, 20. 20 by 2 will give us what? 10 kilometer per hour. Very simple question. First one. Am I clear with the question here? Everybody. Am I clear with this one? Everyone respond. Did you understand this question? Yes? Others do respond, people. You have to be responsive. Okay, fine. Let us continue now. Second question, please. What do we have here? In an hour, a boat goes 13 kilometer per hour in direction that of the stream. Same data it is. D value, that is 13 kilometer per hour downstream speed. And 7 kilometer per hour against the direction of the stream. So that is upstream speed. That is 7 kilometer per hour. Now what is he asking in the question? What will be the speed of the boat in still water? Okay, I think the second question is repeated, guys. I'm so sorry. Speed of a boat in still water. That's what he's asking. Okay, go to the third question. Go to the third question. Let us see third question. What does it say? So even in this case, people, before going into further, if he asks what is speed of water, what do we do? Before going into the third, if he asks, okay, options different, yeah, that must be a mistake, do not worry. If he asks the speed of water, how do we calculate speed of water? We know that D minus U by 2. D value 13, U value 7. 13 minus 7, 6. 6 by 2 will be 3 kilometer per hour. If he asks speed of water or speed of current or speed of stream, very simple question. Let us go with the third one. What do we have in the third? A person can swim in water with a speed of 13 kilometer per hour in still water. That is again SB. Okay, again SB is 13 kilometer per hour. What is it telling? A person can swim in water with the speed. A person can swim in the water with the speed of 13 kilometer per hour in still water. That is SB value. Okay, still water is talking. Speed of a person or a speed of boat, both are same people. It doesn't matter for us. Now if the speed of the stream is 4 kilometer per hour, that is what SW is 4 kilometer per hour. Okay. Now what will be the time taken by the person to go 68 kilometer downstream? Is giving us a distance as 68 kilometer. He's asking what is the time taken by the person to go 68 kilometer downstream, time taken during downstream. Okay. Now, how do we calculate time? Time is a distance by speed. Which speed we have to use? Since he is going downstream, here the speed must be downstream speed, that is a D. What is distance? 68 kilometer. Now what is downstream speed? Recall. How do we calculate downstream speed? Speed of a boat plus speed of water is downstream speed. Okay. So that 13 plus 4, that is 17 kilometer per hour. Okay. Check your notes. Downstream speed is SB plus SW. Since we are going in downstream, the speed that must be used in the problem is downstream speed. 17 kilometer per hour. Kilometer. 17 into 1, 17 into 4. 4 goes to the numerator. My answer is 4 hours. Suppose if he asks what is the time taken during the upstream, what do we do? Distance by speed. Which speed? We use upstream. What is the distance? 68 kilometer divided by speed. What is upstream speed? We know upstream speed is SB minus SW. SB minus SW, that is 13 minus 4, 9 kilometer per hour. Okay. So kilometer cancel. If we do this, what do we get? 9 into 7, 63. What is left out? 5. 5 by 9 hours. If he asks upstream time taken during upstream, so this is time taken during downstream. That is what we want in the question. Okay, I just did it extra, people. What if he asks in this way? Am I clear with the question? Am I clear with the question here? Everybody, everyone, did you understand this question? Can I go to the next question? Everyone, respond. Excellent, guys. Okay, yes, next question, please. Question number 4. What do I have here? A speedboat whose speed is 15 km per hour in Stillwater, means the speed of a boat in Stillwater is given. SB is 15 km per hour. Okay, goes 30 km downstream and comes back in a total of 4 hours 30 minutes. What is the speed of a stream in kilometer per hour? Speed of stream means he's asking SW. Speed of stream or speed of water, everything is same. What is it telling? A speedboat whose boat in Stillwater is 15 km per hour, goes 30 kilometers and comes back in 4 hours 30 minutes. That is 4.5 hours. Okay. Now, what is the speed of water? Guys, understand. A boat is going and coming back in a river means one side it must be downstream and other side it must be upstream. That is the primary point that you all must understand. It is going and coming back in a river. It means one side it goes downstream and other side it will be upstream. You can take it in the other way as well. One side upstream, other side downstream. Both are absolutely right. Okay. We need to calculate speed of water. Let us assume speed of water as x. Speed of water as x. Now, time taken during downstream plus time taken during upstream is equal to 4.5 hours. That's what he has given us. Okay. Now, 4.5 hours converted into improper fraction. 2 into 4, 8. 8 plus 1, 9. So, this becomes 9/2 hours altogether. Now, time taken during downstream. How do I calculate a downstream? Time is a distance by speed. What is distance here? 30 kilometers. Divided by speed. Which speed I use? Downstream speed, because time is a distance by speed. During the downstream means distance divided by downstream speed. But do we have downstream speed? No. We know that downstream speed is nothing but SB plus SW and upstream speed is nothing but SB minus SW. Now, SB, what is SB given? 15 kilometer plus SW, we do not know. Let us consider it as X. Let us consider it as X plus time taken during upstream. That is again distance divided by upstream speed. What is the distance? The same distance it is coming back. 30 kilometer divided by upstream speed. How do we calculate? SB minus SW. What is SB? 15. SW X. 15 minus X. That should be equal to 9/2 hours. Now if we solve this here in the denominator, we will get 15 plus x into 15 minus x. Okay. Numerator. We cross multiply these two and we cross multiply these two. 30 into 15 is 450. 30 into minus x minus 30x. 30 into 15 plus again 450. 30 into plus x is plus 30x. That equal to altogether 9/2. Plus 30x minus 30x got cancelled. What do we have here? 900. 900 divided by a plus b into a minus b is nothing but a square minus b square. A plus b into a minus b formula, a square minus b square. Here 15 square minus x square. What is 15 square? 225 minus x square is equal to 9/2. 9 into 1, 9 into 100. What happens? 2 into 100 is a 200 is equals to, what do I have here? This goes to this other side. 225 minus x square. X square comes this side. 200 goes to that side. 225 minus 200 will be 25. Then x value must be 5. That is the speed of water. Speed of water is a 5 kilometer per hour. I am repeating this question one more time. Stay with me. Speed of a boat is given as 15 kilometer per hour. And speed of water is asked. Let us consider speed of water is x. Now he is telling us a speedboat goes 30 kilometers downstream and comes back to the same position in 4.5 hours. 4 hours 30 minutes, that is 4.5 hours. Now it means, guys, when it is going and coming back, one side it will be downstream and the other side it will be upstream. Okay, so total time taken during downstream plus time taken during upstream is equal to total time given in the question 4/1/2, which is nothing but 9/2 hours. Okay, now time taken during downstream, how do we calculate? Distance by speed. Which speed? Downstream speed. Distance 30 kilometer divided by speed. Downstream speed is SB plus SW. SB 15, SW is X. 15 plus X. Time taken during upstream. Distance by upstream speed. Distance 30 divided by upstream speed. SB minus SW. 15 minus X, that is equal to 9/2. So if we solve this entire equation, we will get SWX as 5, that is SW as 5 kilometer per hour. Am I clear with the question, everybody? Am I clear with this question? Everyone respond. Did you get it? Okay, slightly lengthy question, people, but if you know the concept, we can easily crack it. Okay, we'll see a few more questions of similar type. Do not worry about it. Okay, now, perfect, Bhagavi. Okay, next question, guys, please. Question number 5. What do we have? Can we increase the AC temperature? Decrease. 24. Now, a boat is moving 2 kilometers against the current of the stream in 1 hour and moves 1 kilometer in direction of the current in 10 minutes. How long will it take the boat to go 5 kilometers in stationary water? That is still water. Okay, listen to me. See, words are confusing but not at all. Observe. A boat moves 2 kilometers against the current of the stream. That means it is moving in upstream, okay, in 1 hour. It means I can calculate upstream speed because 2 kilometers is the distance, 1 hour is the time. In upstream, against the current, it is going 2 kilometers in 1 hour. Distance by speed, 2 kilometers is the distance divided by, speed is distance by time taken. Time taken is how much? 1 hour. So we will get upstream speed as 2 kilometers per hour. That is the first point. Second point. And moves 1 kilometer in direction of the current. In direction of the current. Same direction of the current means a downstream. So again, he is telling that distance covered in downstream is 1 kilometer. In time 10 minutes. We can calculate downstream speed. How? Distance by time taken. Distance is how many kilometers? 1 kilometer. Divided by time taken is 10 minutes. 10 minutes converted into hours. So that becomes a 10/60 hours. That become 10/60 hours. 0, 0, 6 go to the numerator. 6 into 1, 6. So we will get 6 kilometers per hour, that is downstream. What is he asking? How long will it take the boat to go 5 kilometers in stationary water? How long will it take? Time is asking. Time is asking. Okay. So time is distance by speed. Which speed is asking? How long will it take to go 5 kilometers in stationary water? Means still water. What will be the speed of boat in still water? SB. What is the distance given? 5 kilometers divided by SB. Now recall, how do we used to calculate SB? SB is D plus U by 2. That's the reason I told you that you must remember each and every formula, people. The primary 4 formulae. Now, D value, that is the reason he gave this data. So, indirectly is asking us to calculate SB first. SB is D plus U by 2. D value is 6. U value is 2. 6 plus 2, 8. 8/2, 4 kilometers per hour. That is SB value applied here. 4 kilometers per hour. Now, look at the options. How are options given? Okay. So, this becomes 4. That is 1.2. Okay. 1.25 you'll get it. Or you can do 4 into 1, 4. What is left out? 1. 1/4 hours. Kilometer cancel. 1/4 hours. Now, this you can write it as 1 plus 1/4 hours. Convert this 1/4 into minutes by multiplying with 16. 4 into 1, 4 into 15. Altogether 1 hour 15 minutes is my answer. Okay, 1 hour 15 minutes. I am repeating. Originally, we have to calculate upstream speed 2 kilometers per hour. Downstream speed. Distance by time. Time is 10 minutes he has given. Converted into hours. 10/60. Okay, because it is kilometer per hour means this also should be kilometer per hour. So this 0, 0 cancel, 6 goes to the numerator, 6 kilometer per hour will get it, downstream speed. Time taken in Stillwater to cover a distance of 5 kilometer. Distance by speed of boat in Stillwater. We know SB is a D plus U by 2. D value is 6, U value is 2. D plus U, 6 plus 2, 8. Divided by 2, 4 kilometer per hour. So SB value 4 kilometer per hour, 4 kilometer get cancel. 4 into 1, 4. 1 remainder, 1 by 4. 1 by 4 hours. Now what do we do? This can be written as 1 hour plus 1 by 4 hours. 1 by 4 hours converting into minutes. Only this part. 1 by 4 into 60 minutes. You'll get 15 minutes. So 1 hour 15 minutes must be my final answer. Am I clear with the question? Everybody. Am I clear with the question here? Question number 6. What does it say? A motorboat can travel at 5 km per hour in Stillwater. That is SB value. Speed of a boat in Stillwater. Okay. A motorboat can travel at 5 km per hour in Stillwater means SB is equal to 15 km per hour. Now, it traveled 90 kilometers downstream in a river and then returned, taking altogether 100 hours. Find the rate of flow of river. That is again the same question. Again is asking SW. SW is question mark. Let us consider it as X. What he told, it goes 90 kilometer downstream and returns back. It means while it is returning, it should come with upstream. Okay. While returning, it should come with upstream speed. Okay. Now, so altogether it took 100 hours. Altogether it took 100 hours. So find the rate of flow of the river. Rate of flow of the river means SW. Speed of water. That is equal to X. Okay. So once again, we know here it takes time taken during downstream plus time taken during upstream. Together must be equal to 100 hours. Okay. Time taken during downstream, time is distance by speed. Distance is 90 kilometer divided by speed, downstream speed. Now we know that downstream speed is SB plus SW, that is 15 plus X. Plus upstream speed, distance by upstream time, distance by speed. Distance again 90 kilometers divided by speed. Time taken during upstream is distance by speed. Distance 90 kilometer, upstream speed. We know is upstream speed is SB minus SW. That is 15 minus X. That equal to 100 hour. Again a very similar equation in the denominator. What do we get? 15 plus X into 15 minus X. That is A plus B into A minus B. A square minus B square. Directly I am writing A square 15 square 225. Minus B square is X square. In the numerator 90 into 15. Wow. What is 90 into 15? Is the distance is right? Distance is right? Okay, Sri Lakshmi already says answer. Let us see. 90, yeah. Perfect. Let it be. So, what do we get? 1050 minus 90x plus 90 into 15 again 1050. Again this plus, this is 90. 90 into x, 90x. Altogether this should be equal to 100. This, oh, SB is 5 km per hour. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. SB equal to 5. Okay, no problem. Nothing major changes. 5 means 5 plus x, 5 minus x. This is not 225, this is 25. Okay, I'll repeat it anyways, don't worry. 90 into 5 is 450 it is. 450. Now 90 into minus x minus 90x. 90 into 5 again 450 it is. 450. 90 into plus x 90 plus 90x. This get cancelled. 450 plus 450 900. 900 by 25 minus x square equal to 100. 100 into 1 100 into 9. This goes to this side. Let me write it here. 9 is equal to 25 minus x square. X square comes this side. 25 minus 9 is 16. X equal to 4. That must be my answer. X equal to 4. That must be my answer, people. Okay. Now, I'm sorry. That was my bad. Okay. I'm repeating this one more time. Listen. Speed of the boat is given as 5 km per hour. Speed of the water is what he is asking. Let me consider it as x. Now what is happening? He told us that a boat goes 90 km downstream and comes back. Altogether it will take 100 hours. Okay, we need SW. Now one thing we know that here, time taken, one side it is going downstream means obviously other side is upstream. So time taken during downstream plus time taken during upstream is 100 hours. Now time for downstream, how do we calculate? Distance by speed. Distance 90. Which speed? Downstream speed. How do we write it? SB plus SW, 5 plus X. Here, time taken during upstream, time, distance by speed. Distance, the same distance, 90 km. Upstream speed, SB minus SW, 5 minus X is equal to 100. Same equation we'll get it. If you solve the equation, you'll get X as 4 km. That is SW is equal to 4 km per hour. Am I clear with this question, everybody? Am I clear with this question? Anyone, any doubt here? Anyone, any doubt in this question? Anybody? Any doubt in this question? Okay, excellent. Sri Lakshmi and Bhargavi, thank you guys for helping me out. Even Soumya as well. Okay, let us go to question number 7. Question number 7, what do we have here? It says, how long will it take to row 20 km upstream if one can row 10 km in 10 minutes in Stillwater and the same distance in 8 minutes with the stream? Acha, what is it? What is he asking? How long will it take to row 20 kilometers upstream? Okay, it means he's asking time during the upstream. How do I calculate distance by speed? Which distance? Distance divided by upstream speed. What is the distance? 20 kilometer. Upstream speed, do we know? We do not know. That is SB minus SW. Let it be. Okay. If one can row 10 kilometers in 10 minutes in Stillwater, 10 kilometers in 10 minutes in Stillwater, 10 kilometers is distance, 10 minutes is time. Distance given, time given. What can we calculate? Speed. But which speed is talking about? Stillwater. It means I can calculate speed of a boat in Stillwater. SB, distance by time taken. What is distance? 10 kilometer divided by time taken. What is the time taken? 10 minutes, but converted into hours, that is 10 by 60 hours. Okay, 6 goes to numerator. SB value will be 60 km per hour. Speed of a boat in Stillwater is 60 km per hour. Now, what else is he said? And the same distance in 8 minutes with the stream. Same distance in 8 minutes with the stream. It means same distance means again 10 km. With the stream in 8 minutes. Again distance given, time given. What can I calculate? Speed. But which speed? Downstream speed. Because he's telling us same distance in the same direction that of the stream. That means we can calculate downstream speed. Again downstream speed, distance by speed. Same distance, that is 10 km divided by, distance by time taken. Distance, same distance 10 km, time taken is 8 minutes. Converted into hours, 8 by 60 hours. So this becomes, how much? 60 goes to the numerator, 600 by 8 kilometer per hour. So 8 into 75. I'll get downstream speed as 75 kilometer per hour. Now, I want this part, time taken to travel upstream 20 kilometer. I have this. Now I have SB as well, but what am I lacking? SW. How can I calculate? Look, I got downstream and I got SB, means obviously I can calculate SW. We know that downstream speed can be written as SB plus SW. What is downstream speed? 75 is equal to, what is SB? We calculated 60 plus SW. Then what will be SW? SW is equal to 75 minus 60, 15 kilometer per hour. We got SW. Now let us bring this equation here. What happens? Time taken during downstream is equal to 20 kilometer divided by SB minus SW. What is SB? SB is 60 minus SW is 15. That should give us 45 kilometer per hour. Okay? SB minus SW. SB is 60 minus SW is 15. 60 minus 15 will be 45 kilometer per hour. So what happens? Kilometer get cancelled. Now goes with 5 into 4, 5 into 9. 4 by 9 hours. 4 by 9 hours. Convert it into minutes. How can I do that? By multiplying with 60. By multiplying with 60. So what happens here? 3 into 3, 3 into 20. If I do this, 20 into 4 is 80. 80 by 3, that becomes 6.6666 minutes. Do we have the option? Yes, 26.67 minutes, which is also nothing but 26.66 minutes. I am repeating. He is asking to calculate time taken during upstream. That can be calculated using downstream by, distance by upstream speed. Distance to be traveled is 20 km divided by upstream speed is SB minus SW. But we have neither SB nor SW. But he told us that a boat can travel 10 kilometers in 10 minutes in Stillwater, right? So I can, distance is there, time is there. I can calculate speed. Which speed? Speed of a boat in Stillwater. SB, that is equal to distance by time taken. Distance 10 kilometer, time is 10 minutes he told. Converted into hours because I want kilometer per hour. That's why. So 10 by 60 hours, you will get 60 km per hour. That is SB value, speed of boat in Stillwater. Again, he told us that a boat can travel the same distance in 8 minutes in the same direction that of the water. That is that of stream, that is downstream. So he's talking about the distance is same distance, that is 10 km. And he tells during the downstream it takes only 8 minutes. So distance is there, time is there. I can calculate the speed, downstream speed. Once again, speed is distance traveled by time taken. Distance is same distance 10 km divided by time given is 8 minutes. That is 8 by 60 hours. So this goes to the numerator. 600 by 8 will give us 75 km per hour. Now to calculate this, I have my SB value, but I still don't have SW value. I have SB value, I have downstream speed value. It means obviously I can calculate SW. We know downstream speed is SB plus SW. One of the primary identities, it is D value is 75 equal to SB value is 60 plus SW. We'll get SB as 15 km per hour. Bring it and put it here in this equation. TU equal to 20 divided by SP minus SW. That is 60 minus 15. 45 km per hour. If I do that, I'll get 80 by 3. Converting here. Kilometer, we'll get for 80 by 3 minutes. I'm converting it into minutes. So I'll get 80 by 3. That is 26.66 minutes. And that must be my final answer. Did you understand the question? Everyone. Did you understand this? Slightly trickier, but if you know the concept well, people, you can crack this question easily. Everybody, did you understand this? Everyone respond. Did you understand this? Okay, excellent guys. Let us go to the next question, please. Question number 8. What do we have here? So eventually guys, slowly the questions are becoming trickier and trickier. Stay with me. I'll try to explain it as simple as possible to you. Only thing is you must know all the basic 4 formulae. Okay. Now, a man takes 20 minutes to row 12 km upstream. Guys, look, the moment you read some data, something like this, you have to process it in your mind and you should understand that 20 minutes is nothing but a time. 12 kilometers upstream, that is distance. Time is given, distance is given, means I can calculate speed. Which speed? Upstream speed. So that's how you have to understand the question. The moment you see time and the distance, yes, I can calculate the third quantity, that is distance. So since he's telling it is in the upstream direction, the speed will be upstream speed. Okay. Now, okay, a man takes 20 minutes to row 12 kilometers upstream, which is a third more than the time he takes on his way downstream. What is the speed in Stillwater? Okay, so more confusions. Do not worry about it. Let us tackle each and every point individually. First thing, the moment you saw the data, okay, crack it first. Now you know that there is time and you know that there is distance. Time during upstream is how much? Upstream is how much? 20 minutes. For the distance of 12 kilometers, means I can calculate upstream speed. That is distance by time taken during upstream. Distance is how much? 12 kilometer divided by time is 20 minutes. Convert it into hours. 20 by 60, 1 by 3 hours. 20 minutes converted into hour by dividing with 60. 20 by 60, 1 by 3 hours. 3 goes to the numerator. 36 kilometer per hour. Acha, theek hai. Let it be like this. Okay. Let it rest for some time. Now look at the other data clearly. He's merging the data completely and trying to confuse you here. But you have to open every single datum they're given individually. That's when you can understand the question. Look at the first point. A man takes 20 minutes to row to 12 kilometer upstream, which is third more than the time he'd taken on his way downstream. It means, guys, look, suppose if I consider time taken during downstream is X, then he is telling that time taken during upstream is 1/3 more than time taken during downstream. That is TD plus 1/3 more means TD by 3. TD by 3. I'm repeating. Time taken during upstream is 1/3 more than time taken during downstream. That is, time taken during upstream is equal to time taken during downstream plus 1/3 of time taken during downstream is TD by 3. So what happens? This we know it is given in the question, that is 20 minutes. That is equal to TD, we consider it as X, and this is X by 3. So if you solve this, let me bring it here. What do I get here? 20 is equal to 4x by 3. 4x by 3. Because 3 into x, 3x plus x. 4x by 3. 4 into 1, 4 into 5. What do I get? X is equal to 15 kilometer per hour. What is X? Time taken during upstream. So now we know that time taken during upstream is 15 kilometer per hour. Okay, remember this. But what is he asking the question? What is the speed in the Stillwater? What is the speed in the Stillwater? Okay. See, we know that SB value, speed of boat in Stillwater, is a D plus a U by 2. But the problem here is we have neither D nor U. Do we have? Yeah, we have actually. We have U value as 36. Now we have time taken during downstream. So I can calculate the downstream speed as well. How? Distance by time taken. We know distance is same distance. That is how much? 12 kilometer divided by time taken during downstream. Just now, this is not kilometer per hour. This is hours, guys. Computer mistake, because that is time. Okay. Now, TD is how much? 15 hours. 15 hours. 12 by 13. So that means 4 by 5 kilometer per hour. Excuse me. Did I do some mistake? 20 minutes it is. That is fine. Just hold on, guys. 12 kilometers. Okay, that's fine. 12 divided by 20 means 1 by 3. That is 36 kilometer per hour. That is also fine. Now I'll get a time. Here time, what are we getting? Oops. Hold on. Observe. We know time taken during downstream is 20 minutes. Time taken during upstream is 20 minutes. Whereas time taken during downstream is 15 minutes. Okay. Now we have time ratio. What is it? 4 into 5. Sorry. 5 into 4, 5 into 3. 4 is to 3. It means we must get upstream and downstream speed ratio. Upstream and downstream speed ratio. Time ratio is 4:3 means what is the speed ratio? Do not forget inverse proportionality. We will get this as 3:4. But according to the question here, we calculated upstream speed as 36. Upstream speed as 36. Then what will be downstream speed? You can take it as some variable y. Cross multiply, or 3 into which number gives you 36? 3 into 12. Left hand side multiply with 12, right hand side also multiply with 12. So that is 4 into 12, 48 kilometer per hour. So downstream speed is 48 kilometer per hour. We need SB value, that is a D plus U by 2. So SB, D value 48, U value 36. 48 plus 36 will be 84 divided by 2. That will be 42 kilometer per hour. Do we have the option? It must be. Do we have option C? Actually, that should be my answer. I know, yet again complicated question. Okay, let me explain it one more time. Listen. He told time taken during upstream is 20 minutes. Let it be. For what distance? 12 kilometers, right? Now time is there, distance is there. During which direction? Down upstream. It means I can calculate upstream speed. How do I calculate upstream speed? U, distance by time taken during upstream. Distance is 12 kilometer. Time is 20 minutes. 20 minutes is nothing but converting into hours. 20 divided by 16, which gives us 1 by 3. 3 goes to the numerator. 12 into 3, 36 kilometer per hour. That is my upstream speed. Okay. Now, time taken during downstream, let us consider it as X. Why am I considering it? He told in the question that time taken during upstream is 1/3 more than time taken during downstream. Time taken during upstream is 1/3 more than time taken during downstream. So if I consider time taken during upstream is equal to time taken during downstream plus 1/3 more than that. That is time taken during downstream divided by 3. So let us consider TD value as X. TD value as X. We know time taken during upstream is 20. Let me put it here. 20. That is equal to. So here TD. TD is what? X. TD by 3, X by 3. When I solve this, this X plus X by 3 is 4X by 3, and this side we have 20. If I solve it, I'll get X is equal to 15 hours. So what is that X? X is a time taken during downstream. Time taken during downstream is 15 hours. But I want... No, one second. It has to be... Arey yaar. Kahan? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. This is 15 minutes, not hours. Yeah, this is also 15 minutes, guys. Why minutes means here this is 20 minutes, people. I'm so sorry. Everything is fine, no problem. This is 20 minutes, 15 minutes, okay? Now, we want SB value D plus U by 2. SB value D plus U by 2. Okay, but we don't have D or U yet. We don't have D or U. That's why when I did here, I got it wrong. This is not actually 15 hours, okay? This is 15 minutes. If I write it as 15 by 60, that is 1 by 4. 4 goes to the numerator. 12 into 4, again I'll get 48 kilometer per hour, which I did here. You can use this method or this method, okay? This method I'll show you one more time. Observe this part. This entire part, I got it wrong and I skipped it and I went with the other method. But still you can do this. Observe here. Downstream speed is distance by time taken. Same distance. What is the distance? Where is it? 12 kilometer. Divided by speed. Divided by time. 15 minutes. Time taken during 15 minutes. Downstream is 15 minutes. 15 by 60 hours to convert it into hours. 15 by 60 is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 hour. If it goes to the numerator, you will get 48 kilometer per hour. We have upstream speed here, downstream speed here. So SB is D plus U by 2. You can avoid this step, guys. You can avoid this step completely. Use this one. This is easier. Okay. So D plus U by 2. 48 plus 36 divided by 2. That will give us 42 kilometer per hour. Am I clear with the question? A man rose to a place 48 kilometer distance and comes back in 14 hours. He finds that he can row 4 kilometer in the stream in the same time as 3 kilometers against the stream. The rate of the stream is, okay, one more tricky question. Careful. Let me explain the question. What does it say? A man rows 48 kilometer distance it is. 48 kilometer and comes back in 14 hours. So for going and coming back, it means one side it has to be downstream and the other side it has to be upstream. Okay. in 14 hours. He finds that he can row 4 kilometers with the stream in same time as 3 kilometers against the stream. Okay, observe this carefully. During downstream and during upstream. During downstream and upstream, he finds that he can row 4 kilometers in same with the stream. With the stream means a downstream in the same time as a 3 kilometers against the stream, that is upstream. Okay, so this is the distance. In the same given amount of time during the downstream he can travel 4 kilometers, but whereas during the upstream he can travel 3 kilometers. So this is the ratio of distance. Now remember, when the time is constant, the speed is directly proportional to distance. When the speed is when the time is constant, we know speed is equal to distance by time taken. When the time is constant, speed is directly proportional to distance. If distance ratio is 4:3, then the speed ratio is also 4:3. So downstream speed is to upstream speed is 4:3. Okay, let us consider this as 4x and this as a 3x. Okay, downstream speed is 4x and upstream speed is 3x. So what is he asking? The rate of the stream. The rate of the stream, what is that? SW, he is asking SW, but before that we need to get this value, x value. Only then we'll get exact D value and exact U value. Okay, observe this carefully. We know time taken during the downstream plus time taken during the upstream is altogether 14 hours. Time taken during upstream and time taken during downstream, altogether 14 hours. How do I calculate time taken during downstream? Distance by downstream speed. What is distance? 48. What is downstream speed? 4x plus time taken during upstream. Distance by speed. Which is speed? Upstream speed. What is upstream speed? 3x. That is equal to 14. So if I do this, I'll get 4x into 3x is a 12x square. Now 48 into 3, that will be 144x plus 4x into 48, that will be 160, 192x. That is equal to 14. That equal to 14. So what do I do? When I add these two, I'll get 336x. This is 336x is equals to 14 into 12. I have, let it be. Let's not multiply that. 14 into 12 x square. Okay, this goes with a 12. 12 into 2, 24. What is left out? 96. 12 into 8, 96. So 14 into 1, 14 into 2. What do I have here? 2x. X is there here, do not forget. 2x is equal to x square. Square and x get cancelled. I'll get x value as 2. Now what do I want in the question? Speed of water, that is SW, is equal to D minus U by 2. What is D value? D value is 4x. 4 into 2, 8. 4x, 4 into 2, 8 minus U value. 3x, 3 into 2, 6 divided by 2. 8 minus 6, 2. 2 by 2, 1. So speed of water is 1 kilometer per hour. I am repeating it one more time. Listen to me carefully. He told in any given point of time, during the downstream, if he can go 4 kilometers, then during the upstream, in the same time, he can go 3 kilometers. So at given point of time, in same time, distance covered during downstream is 4, distance covered in upstream is 3 kilometers. Now we know that speed is directly proportional to the distance when the time is constant. So if this is the distance ratio, this can be speed ratio as well. So downstream speed is to upstream speed is 4:3. Let me consider it as 4x and 3x. Now we know here for going and coming back altogether the boat or the man, whoever it is, takes 14 hours. That is time taken during the downstream plus time taken during the upstream is 14 hours. Time taken during downstream, how do I calculate a distance by speed? Distance is 48 divided by speed is how much? 4x. Downstream speed, I took it as 4x. Likewise, time taken during downstream, upstream, time during upstream, distance by speed, distance is same 48 kilometer divided by upstream speed is 3x. So altogether this is equal to 14. If I solve this entire equation, I'll get x value as 2. But what do I want? I want SW, speed of stream or speed of water. How do I calculate that? D minus U by 2. I know my D is 4x. And now 4x is 4 into 2, 8. I know my u as 3x, that is 3 into 2, 6. 8 minus 6 divided by 2, that should give us 1. 1 kilometer per hour is the speed of water. Am I clear with the question? Everybody, am I clear with the question? Did you understand this? Did you understand this question? Respond, 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 guys. Did they respond? Yes. Okay, guys. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Next question, please. Next question, please. Question number 10. Okay. Question number 10. One last question I'll solve. Remaining 2 questions will be for you people. Okay. Totally 12 questions I picked. I hand-picked those questions, guys. I kept it, easy to moderate. Of course, only first 2 are easy. Rest are all moderate level questions. These are not difficult questions, guys. These are moderate level questions. Okay. Now, let us go to question number 10. What do we have? A boat running upstream. A boat running upstream takes 8 hours 48 minutes to cover a certain distance. Okay. One second. I just missed out the question. What does it say? A boat running upstream takes 8 hours 48 minutes to cover a certain distance. So that is time taken during the upstream is 8 hours 48 minutes. Okay, am I overwriting? Okay, let me write it here. Time taken during upstream is 8 hours 48 minutes. You have to convert it this. How? 8 hours plus 48 minutes. Convert it into hours. 48 by 60. 48 by 60. 12 into 4, 12 into 5. 4 by 5. 8 into 5, 40. 40 plus 4, 44. 44 by 5 hours altogether. 44 by 5 hours altogether. That is, am I right? 12 plus 48. Yeah, perfect. Now, what else he told? While it takes 4 hours to cover the same distance running the downstream. So, time taken during downstream is only 4 hours. Let it be like that. What is the ratio between speed of the boat and the speed of water current respectively? So he is asking speed of the boat is to speed of water current. Recall, I gave you one formula in the beginning. SB by SW is equal to D plus U divided by D minus U. Why? This is D plus U by 2 and this is D minus U by 2. 2 get cancelled and this is the formula. Okay, so I can use this directly here. But do we have D and U? No. But we have this people. We have time taken during upstream, time taken during downstream. So if I take the ratio TU divided by TD, what is TU value? 44 by 5. Time taken during upstream is 8 hours 48 minutes. Convert that 48 minutes to hours. 48 by 60. 12 into 4, 12 into 5. 5 into 8, 40. 40 plus 4, 44 by 5 hours. That is time taken during upstream. And in the question he also told us time taken during downstream is 4 hours. Okay. Now, what do we want? Ratio of speed of the boat to that of the speed of water. SB by SW. We know SB is D plus U by 2 and SW is D minus U by 2. 2 gets cancelled. We'll be having D plus U divided by D minus U. But do we have our D value and U value? No. But luckily, we have time taken during upstream, time taken during downstream. Okay. If I take this TU by TD, what is TU? 44 by 5. TD 4. 5 comes to the denominator. This becomes 44 divided by 5 into 4. So 4 into 1, 4 into 11. I'll get 11 by 5. What is this 11 by 5? TU is to TD. Time taken during upstream is to time taken during downstream. Give me the chart, please. Time taken during upstream to the time taken during downstream is 11 is to 5. Okay. Now recall. time and speed are inversely proportional to each other. I have the time ratio of upstream and downstream. If I reverse it, I should get my speed ratio of upstream and downstream, that is 5:11, which is 5x and 11x. Okay, so upstream speed is 5x and downstream speed is 11x. Bring them and put them in here. So what happens? D plus u, that is 11x plus 5x is 16x. D minus u, 11x minus 5x. What is minus 11x minus 5x? That is 6x. X get cancelled. 2 into 8, 2 into 3. So SB is to SW is 8 by 3. That is 8:3. And that must be my final answer. Give me the chat box. Anybody? Option number? What is? Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Anybody, any doubt in this question? Everybody, am I clear with these problems of time, boats and streams? Everyone, do respond, guys. In YouTube as well? Okay, excellent. So this is all about time, boats and streams, guys. If you solve this level of questions, guys, that is sufficient for you for Wipro. More than sufficient. You need not to bother about higher level. Okay, but if you find any other question which is difficult for you, yes, you know where we are available. Just drop a message or send a question, people. You will get the solution. If not immediately, at least in the next class. Anybody, anything to ask? Anybody, anything to ask? Anyone? So before I get lost from this class, you got anything to ask, people? Okay then, no problem. So I'm going to put this entire material in your groups, people, WhatsApp groups as well as Telegram channel. You can try the remaining 2 questions. If you do not get them, please get back to me. I'll be very glad to provide the answer for those 2 questions as well. And another important point, like every day what I say, the same thing I'm going to pester you with my YouTube channel. Do not forget, guys, my target is 1,000 subscribers. The people who are attending the class today, now almost 20 students. Now many of you already worked on it, guys. I know that, but at least there will be 5 to 10 people who did not work. If you spend little time for us, guys, you can increase my number of subscribers. That's our sincere request. And even if you are not subscribed yet, please do that and ring and press that notification bell, okay, which is visible just below the just above the description, guys. Okay, and apart from that, please spread awareness about our channel and tell your friends that there is someone, okay, there is some company called LOL. The O represents my hairstyle, people, okay? So please spread awareness about us, guys. Please spread about us and ask your friends to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And apart from the Wipro people, we have content for entire aptitude and reasoning, which is already available in our YouTube channel. So you can go through that at any point of time. So that's all for the day, guys. I'm not going to trouble you much. Varma signing off. Thank you so much.